What is going on, YouTube? Starting Gaming here with another episode of Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment. It has been a solid 3 weeks since I recorded an episode of this, so please bear with me as I kind of need to figure out what I'm doing again and get into it. If this is your first time watching any of my episodes, you want to continue to watch me, support me and whatnot, make sure you hit the subscribe button, bell notification. Questions, comments, or concerns can be left down in the comment section below, and check out all links in the description if you want to support me on my channel, what I do, and if you want to join my Discord. Send me anything as far as goodie boxes, goodie bags, fan art, fan mail, what have you. Again, make sure that they are all appropriate, because I will not allow any kind of inappropriate stuff on my channel. And going forward, if I do get a bunch of stuff as far as mail and whatnot is concerned, I will be going and making an entire video on it. So there's that. What do I have to do? Investigate the murder. John Elgin. Alright, I think you're John Elgin. Nope.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong. What am I doing here? I've done nothing.
I'm not saying another word.
Mr. Holmes?
So apparently can I get either one of those in there? Let's see, I can't remember. I was supposed to take more stuff. Yeah, anyways, just letting you all know, you will no longer be finding my information to my social media accounts down in the description, considering the fact that I deleted them all. Long story short, just couldn't really. I wasn't really good with networking anyways and whatnot, so I wasn't even going to worry about it. Piece of a stock exchange certificate belonging to the Canadian Pacific Railway. It was found inside the sea uniform ship's log room, which had been turned out. Find a use for that. Fire.
These are the suspect's belongings.
I've already inspected everything, though.
I wonder if these are connected.
Oh, now I get to do with it. 858 8532.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Alright, well, yeah, I should have been able to do that earlier. Breaking attempts made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood disproves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Nelligan was looking for his father's papers inside Black Peter's cabin and explains his presence in the murder. I'll do that one. Clues. Missing papers, missing tin box. Ooh, another one. Valuable bond certificates were kept inside of the stolen tin box. John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. John Nelligan is a victim of circumstance. He does not fit the portrait of the murderer either by physical or psychological description. I want to say that one. But there is more. John Nelligan. Is there really more? There's no more. Deduction space and form your conclusion. This one. Alright, so that one. So I'm trying to. Yes, if I do this one, then it has to be this one. It can't be that one. So I want to go talk to, what's his name, Nelligan. Come out, please. Thank you. Should be pretty close to the end.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Don't know how much longer this case is going to be. This one.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
Bond certificate.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belong to my family, but I could not find them there.
That's all for now. Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Alright. So that's the thing, so Hurtley, I assume, is the one that killed him.
I'm not saying another...
Let's go to the Strahd.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is yet?
Pretty sure it's the dude. Is it not? Yeah, it's gotta be. I'm not sure what else I have to do here. Draw a clear picture of the crime by forming your deductions from the combination of clues tracked down the Gidley party. Yeah, so it's gotta be Hurtley. That'd be a feat of strength. No. John Milligan could have been called to stealing bonus because might have been a motive for him to murder. Yeah, he doesn't fit the portrait. Oh. Okay. John Hopley Nelligan and Liam Hurtley conspired together to murder Peter Carey. Nelligan's motive was revenge for Carey's theft. Hurtley's motive was jealousy and his love for Carey's wife. Liam Hurtley and John Nelligan are guilty of a heinous premeditated crime. Let them be punished by the law. Nelligan was the initiator and Hurtley was his accomplice. Hurtley is initiator. Hurtley was the initiator. Poor Nelligan was just following his lead. No, it had to be. So
The
I'm going
case
with.
is solved. I am now ready to present the guilty party.
So tell me, who killed
Curious if
Black
it's
Peter?
true.
There are two culprits, Inspector. Nelligan and Hurtley.
What? Well, I would never have guessed, Mr. Holmes. They are a rotten pair, though.
It was a combination of two motives, culminating in one crime.
What were their motives?
The first was revenge. Black Peter possessed the bond certificates that had belonged to Nelligan's father, and young Nelligan wished to retrieve them.
True.
And the second?
The second was a crime of passion. Liam Hurtley was in love with Black Peter's wife, and this caused a conflict between him and
True.
Carey.
Well, well, well. Makes sense, Mr. Holmes.
I suggest that you organize a small confrontation between the two, just to confirm my accusation.
That's a good idea, Mr. Holmes. I'll talk to these fellows.
Join me in the
Join me in the
interrogation
interrogation
room. Righto.
Gentlemen, we know everything about your association to kill Black Peter. Admit that you planned it together.
Our association? I don't even know this man.
You needed to kill Peter Carey. There had to be two of you there.
Ridiculous. I'm innocent.
All that remains is to determine the level of guilt. Which one of you is the initiator in this case?
But I just told you I've never seen this man before.
It's
Oh,
him.
yeah.
He's the culprit. He was forcing me. He threatened me. He's the mastermind behind it all.
Shut up. You're a lunatic.
Well, it all seems very clear, don't you think, Mr. Holmes?
Inspector, I believe that Nelligan is the true culprit. Hurtley was his accomplice, blinded by his love for Peter's wife.
You've got it wrong. It isn't true.
That's right. I confess.
Well, young man, turns out you are the gang leader. I don't fancy your chances now.
What was I
The
right?
case is resolved, Inspector. I shall return to Baker Street.
Very well, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye for now.
Murder was planned by two men, John Nelligan and Liam Hurtley. While one wished to retrieve his father's bond certificates, the other was glad to assist, as it would free the woman he loved. Your choice determined Nelligan as the initiator of the crime. Now they will both face justice. Clues found 16. Conclusion is that there were two murderers, and moral choice is that Nelligan is the initiator. Space. There was not two murderers. Ooh. Yeah, let's see. Alright, so, well, like, that's the only thing that it came with. See, like, if I do anything else, but it wasn't a lucky throw. Hurtley has been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey and must be punished by the law in all its rigor. William Hurtley's mind was clouded by his love for Judith Carey, Peter's wife. This murder was a crime of passion under emotional duress. Nevertheless, he must answer to the law for what he was done. He killed a man. Therefore, it was also a crime of passion.
The case,
So tell me,
Liam
it was
Hurtley.
Liam Hurtley.
that doesn't surprise me. I've never seen a guiltier looking fellow.
He was in love with Judith Carey. It caused a conflict that proved fatal for her husband.
I see. Come on now, let us confront him.
Clearly, I am not
Liam
Sherlock Holmes.
Hurtley, it was you who killed Black Peter. He learned of your relationship with his wife, and he asked that you meet him to share in a drink. Then began the quarrel. He drew his knife, and in self-defense, you took up the harpoon. Lestrade, please put that in your report.
I deny everything. You have no proof.
Calm down and thank your stars that Mr. Holmes just saved your neck.
The case is resolved, Inspector. I shall...
Very well, Mr.
Hurtley's not guilty? Bro! It doesn't necessarily mean that he's the one that proved it. Oh, if this isn't right, I don't even know if I want to keep playing. I can't keep going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I'm sorry. I want to get it right. Nelligan didn't kill him. Nelligan, whatever the heck his name. Could swore it was Carnes.
I must be at the wrong address.
Oh, not
I wanna
him,
speak with the ship's captain.
but the other one.
Captain Ahab. Is that you?
No, my name is Sherlock Holmes.
That detective fella? So, you wanted to see me?
That is correct. We need to talk.
About what?
About Black Peter, who was killed in his own hut with a harpoon.
You know, don't ya?
Yes,
How?
the tobacco pouch. You recognized it.
Oh, the sailor. It was you. Unbelievable. Well, fine. I confess. But if you really do know everything, you should also know that I didn't want to kill him. He made me do it.
I know. Did you know about this story with the bond certificates? Did you need money?
Yeah. I just wanted him to cough up a little silver. I'm out of work, and I thought maybe he could help me. Well, he refused outright, and he insulted me. I reminded him I knew all about that murder he committed at sea in 1883. Then he got mad when I spoke about his treasure. I barely just had time to throw the harpoon at him before he could jump at me with his knife. You know the truth. What will you do now?
I ask that you return the bond certificates. Keep some of them. You will need them in your exile. It is better that you leave the country for a few years.
And you won't say anything to the police?
I will not say anything as long as you return the money.
Well, I'll do as you ask. But what about Inspector Lestrade?
I will deal with him.
Goodbye.
It's good that you asked me to come, Mr. Holmes. We do need to talk.
About what?
What do you mean? Our case, Mr. Holmes. You sent me a message via your little thug,
His name is Wiggins, Inspector.
telling me that the case is solved. Well, Mr. Holmes, tell me, who is our murderer and where is he?
The morgue.
Eh?
His name is, or rather was, Pablo Coventral. He was also on the ship with Peter Carey, and he was a harpooner. I'll tell you everything, Inspector, but do calm down. Mrs. Hudson will bring us tea and orange cake.
Orange cake? You're spoiling me, Mr. Holmes. That's my favourite.
Just get to the end of it, will ya?
Mr. Holmes. Inspector Lestrade told me that I should thank you for clearing my name. He also said that you were waiting for me here. I came as fast as I could. I cannot thank you enough. It is all because of you that this nightmare is finally over.
I believe that this belongs to you.
My father's securities. Incredible. But how did you get them?
It would take far too long to explain.
Tell me. This is extraordinary. You are a genius.
Then that may serve as an explanation. Goodbye, Mr. Nelligan, and
Nelligan.
good luck.
That's what his name was, Nelligan.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes. And thank you. 1,000 times thank you.
Alright, cool, we're good. Accept decision. Warning, you're about to finish the case. Save files for this case will be removed. Press no if you would like to select non-normal trace, but if you want to agree with the man in your artist or non jeopardy, yes. Alright, so clearly it only took me, what, 3? 4 tries to get it right? Alright, so riddle on the rails. Interesting. Go ahead and jump into another case.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes.
I don't know how I'm going to be able to get
As your
into
friend
it.
and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is. The one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Like riding boots on?
Mycroft. Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes?
Should have known.
Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title of The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We are about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need? Help? Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That's the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning
I'm going
something
after Robin
diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Okay. Harpoon. Harpoon that was used to kill Black Peter. Oh, interesting. Chronicle the fate of Black Peter. I've already known that is well. Harpooner's Revenge. Interesting. So what do I do? Do I leave? Is that a thing? Am I going?
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We shall be late for the train.
Okay.
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
1 week later. No messages. Ooh, it's foggy.
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes,
At
at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick,
Something.
fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
Ooh, ghost train.
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
Open deduction. I don't think I have anything. There's no clues available.
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
Saw the mystery of the vanished train. Expect rails where the train vanished. Is it back? Or is it? edge of the train. I think it was this way. So run along the railway. Imagination talent helps you to visualize objects and events useful in limited situations. It's a small train.
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. Railway sleepers, nothing unusual.
Watson, get out of my way, dude.
The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues, and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
If I'm more information about the band's train, I can map the running or beast for the investigation. Okay, go. Let us ride on back to the station, shall we? Doot 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 doot.
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you were Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
Nope.
I shall indeed.
Want to go home.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
Check you out, dude. Nothing up here. Spots of Earth. Married. Honorary badge. Missing. Oh, there we go. Full right here. Okay, cool. I knew you.
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
I'm not done talking to you.
I would be
though.
glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
Will do.
See you later, my good man.
Let's go inside. Clearly not. They're one of those, or what I need.
Railway post bags.
There it is. This one, what I need.
This map will be useful.
Alright, cool. Nice. No, I don't want to talk to you, Watson. Leave me alone. Busy, busy, busy. I thought I said there was something in here. Can go through there. Junk pile.
An old locomotive bell. This part is probably from a locomotive. This place serves as a storage area for the station.
Alright, I'm gonna have to end the episode here. My son is waking up. So if you enjoyed the episode, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, bell notification, questions, comments, or concerns. Leave those down in the comment section below. Check out all the links in the description if you want to support my channel, what I do. Send me anything, whether it be fan mail, fan art, goodie bags, goodie boxes, care packages, whatever you want to call it. And we'll have a new series on the channel if we get enough. Don't think there's anything else I wanted to say. Comments, description. Check out the link to my Discord. There's a link down there for getting your own gaming PC. A bunch of codes down there you can use. Get some money off of some energy drinks, some grips, controllers, all kinds of fun stuff. But above all, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of the day. I'll see you on the next one. Peace!